some water.
Okay. So I'm going to start recording, and it's the 7th of October. We have one more week before we go to Austin, which is really exciting. And we have a really big group where there's going to be about 30 of us in Austin. So that's a big win for me. That's really nice to have a lot of new people and a big group coming. And on that, Luann is finalizing the menu for the restaurant. So what we'll do is we'll put together an Eventbrite. So she secured a Russian restaurant.
Yep, the Russian house.
The Russian house.
Drink vodka.
But it is literally right around the corner from the conference center. So that is nice. So
in choosing this menu, I'm like, kind of choosing things like roasted vegetables over pork bellies. So, keeping you guys in mind.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. And what we do, if you're a first time attendee, we really try to get a private room where we have a patio this time. So what we try to do is, I really like this format that we've always done. Is there's opening session is Thursday from 4 until 7, and then immediately following our group, so the 30 of us will go to the Russian house and have it'll be a little bit later, so it's a light dinner, and there'll be a cash bar, and we get to meet everyone in the smaller group. And I really like that because, if there's 9,000 people in Austin, the 30 of us together, it's great when you're in that big convention hall and you see like, oh my God, I met that girl last night at dinner. Or, oh, that's Michelle. She lives in Florida. That's Peggy. She lives in Denver. And it's just really nice so that you feel a little bit more at home initially, even though we're going to be in a big crowd. And then I'll create a Voxer chat for everybody going to conference because it's coming up quick. So once we have the menu squared away, we're shooting for that to be in the $20 to $25 per person range, the Russia House. And that would include tax and tip and all the rest of that. So I'll get all that together. We'll put it in a Voxer chat, and pay attention to that Voxer chat because in there will be logistics and just, you'll also get to see everyone from our team that's going to be at conference. So that's really nice and fun. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to focus in on, there's going to be a lot of exciting announcements coming out of conference. So if you are going, make sure you bring, an extra notepad and take really, really good notes. But one of the things that I know we're going to be focusing in on is it's not how much we know, or like, Angie being a naturopathic doctor, or I know Rebecca is a nurse. It's not what we know, it's more what we can duplicate. Okay, and so it's really important to make everything just easy and duplicatable. And I know what I've come to do at my house, I used to really stress like everything had to be clean and perfect. And now I'm like, chuck it on the dining room table. People coming into my house and they're like, oh, she's a real person. This is not a spotless house. I don't have perfect appetizers. I have a veggie tray and a fruit tray and hummus and chips. I keep it super simple because that's the subtle part of the duplication. And I wanted to bring up, I mentioned this on the leaders call this morning. I wanted to bring up this book. Eric Worre wrote a book called Go Pro, and he has had great success in direct sales. He actually started with Juice Plus, the Juice Plus company, before we were Juice Plus. And we were the first company that he was with. He went on to have great success in direct sales and became an industry teacher. He's not involved, kind of like Eric Johnson, who does the Team Z. He's not involved in a company or with a company anymore. he is a teacher for all of us as to what's right and how can we be professional? How can we be as professional as we possibly can be? And I really, really appreciate that. But the book is called Go Pro, and it talks about the 7 primary skills that you need to be a professional in this business. And honestly, you can go to YouTube and put in his name and Go Pro, Eric Worre Go Pro, and there's audios of this entire book on YouTube for free. And if you haven't heard it, or if you haven't heard it lately, it's a great refresher. Okay. And I just want to read a couple of things. I have used this like a little textbook. Okay. And he talks about how important events are, but he really likes an event to be a second step after someone has watched a video. So they've had a little bit of an exposure. And so he says, all I did was learn how to successfully invite people to watch a video, follow it up with an invitation to an event, and teach everyone else to do the same. Okay. And he says, as a professional, you are going to be inviting your prospects to review a tool or attend an event. Here's what you're not doing. You're not trying to pitch them or dazzle them. Your ability to get a large group of people to consistently do a few simple things over an extended period of time will lead to your success. Okay, I'm going to repeat that last line. Your ability to get a large group of people to consistently do a few simple things over an extended period of time will lead to your success. So that's something for us, I think, to keep in mind. And you've probably heard the verbiage. If you haven't heard it from me, you've heard it from Luann, or you've heard it from Jennifer. It's, if I, would you. If I text you a link to a video, would you watch it? That golden phrase came from Eric Worre and from this book. And why it's so golden is, if you just send someone a link, you don't have any place to go with it. Like, you're like, did you watch the video? Well, they never agreed that they would watch it. So just sending them something is like getting junk mail. Like, it could go right in the recycle bin and you'll never know. But if you're asking them for permission, hey, if I send this, will you watch it? In their response, you're learning a lot. You're learning, like, if they say yes, they will, then you have someplace to go. You can set a date. You have a professional expectation that they're going to do what they said they would do. Okay. And that, I think, puts us in the driver's seat. The other side of it is they may come back and say, you know what? I'm not a video person. No, I'm not going to do that. And so you can use that as well. Well, is it that you're just not a video person, or is this, I don't really want to be hounding you if this is something that you're not interested in. So you can use that as a litmus test as well. And just a side note, when I do send a video, I always say how long the video is. If I send you a 2-minute video, if I send you a 5-minute video, and sometimes I'll even joke, it's not a feature film. You don't need to get the popcorn and, get your jammies on. It's not 90 minutes long. We're talking about a 3-minute video here, right? And I think people appreciate that. Or also, and I know Luann is really good at this also, is to suggest where they might watch it. Oh my God, it's so quick. You can watch it while you're in the carpool lane. Oh my gosh, it's so quick. You can watch it. You can get it set up on your phone and watch it while you're unloading the dishwasher. So just some other ideas on that. So,
or even when people are like in their car, things like the Emma Buckley one, the Jumpstart to Better Health, it's 4 minutes and it's just her in her kitchen. So I tell them, turn it upside down so you aren't tempted to even watch her walking around her kitchen, but you can listen to it while you're in your car.
Great.
Some people, I personally like to listen to things in the car. So I, give them that, make sure you don't look at it. Turn it upside down.
Right, right. So, and then that's a situation where you're going to want it to be like, I wouldn't send the 2-minute UK one because that's very visual.
Right. So
Right.
you know what you're
You
sending.
know what you're sending if you're
Right.
making that suggestion.
Some of even the doctor ones are just the doctor standing on stage, and some of them are total webinars with great graphics.
Right, right. So good idea.
Yeah, and the follow-up appointment too, which you're probably going to get to that, right?
Well, no, why don't you take that piece?
Okay.
I know I'm totally putting you on
And
the spot, but this
it's
is
like,
what we do.
okay. And okay, if I send this, when will you have time to watch it today? And I always kind of look like, let's see, today's Tuesday. Would you have watched it by tomorrow afternoon or evening? And I give them 2 times. This way they're seeing the urgency, because I'm not saying, watch it by Christmas. And then, give it a time options of just 2, and then let them pick. And then it's like, okay, well, I'll call you tomorrow, like between 3 and 4. Does that work for you? Thank you. And then you do it. Then make sure you do it.
Right.
It just keeps it professional and not awkward.
Yes. And the ideal is that you definitely want to follow up within ideally 24 hours. I'd say 48 to 24 hours. The longer you go, like the less likely you need to have urgency on it for them to see the importance of it. So good. Okay. So on the whole theme of duplication, that the next piece of that is we want things to be super, super easy. And so on Mondays, for people that are adding team members, for all of us who are adding team members, a new team member, if you're brand new, you might be hesitant. What do I say to this new person? How do I get them really going? So every Monday we have the Start Strong call just for new people. You don't have to be on that call every week, but it is there for you. And every Tuesday we have the Healthy Living Project, which is a product focused call. Again, if you can plug people into that call, that's great. If you have a group of people or even a couple of people that really want to participate in a call like this, but that time doesn't work for them, we have the presentation. We can easily set up a custom Zoom for your group, okay, for your friends. But where we're moving into, and again, it's just another tool in our toolbox, is Facebook has had the feature of watch parties for maybe 8 or 9 months now. And what's happening is it is a way to create some viral engagement pretty quick. Okay, so the watch parties they can be live, or they always seem to be live. But I could take a video from like IJPTeam, like the volleyball player, I can't say her last name, Hutchover, something like that. Yeah. I can take Brittany's video and I can make that look like it's live on my wall. Okay. So I could tell my friends, if I wanted to do it at noon tomorrow, I'm like, hey, at noon tomorrow, I've got this great volleyball expert. She's going to be talking about nutrition. Jump on my Facebook page at noon tomorrow. And at that point in time, I click the IJPTeam video with Brittany and I create a watch party. And then all of the engagement is on my wall. So if my friends are commenting, it is going to be on my wall, and so we can actually have conversations, and that will stay on my wall. Okay, that is if I'm using an existing video. What Jennifer is going to be doing this Thursday at 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 9 o'clock Eastern, is she is going to be doing more of a product presentation with a little tiny piece about our business. And she's doing that as a watch party. And so we're all going to be invited to that. And we can, like, for me, I will be at my house. I'm going to be inviting my friends to this watch party on Thursday. All right. Now, Sabrina, I know you and Donna have an event at that time. So if you want to take that same concept and maybe have that information in a watch party on Saturday morning or Monday at 7, you can pick the time. You'll also have the advantage of having seen the video. So you'll know what you're inviting to. All right. You'll have the disadvantage that there won't be quite as much energy and enthusiasm around it because it will be delayed, but you'll have, it's kind of a give and take. All right. So that's just another opportunity. Once that video is there, it's there. And I know Michelle is raising her hand. So Michelle must have a question. Michelle, hi.
I wanted some clarification on that because I thought that it wasn't allowed to repost videos. Like we could post photos, but I thought that reposting videos was not within. So I guess I'm confused
As a Facebook rule or as a Juice Plus rule?
as like just an overall Juice Plus social media.
Okay.
Jan, I'm sorry, but Michelle's really quiet, and I think all of us were straining to hear her question.
Okay. I'll
Can you repeat her
yeah,
question,
yeah.
please?
She's saying she thought that the Juice Plus company didn't want us to repost videos. Okay,
For
I
social
think
media.
on social media. Okay, so here is, this is obvious, that's their channel. The JPTV is their channel. I know that what they don't want us to do is, like, I'm not going to go out on social media and say, oh, my friend Michelle had these great results. Michelle
Right,
threw down her
right.
crutches and now she can walk again, right? Like,
Right.
but I think if they're the ones producing the video, that we can share it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must misunderstand the reading. Like I thought that it was photos are fine, reposts of any kind of images are okay, but anything video content was like totally off limits.
No, I think that you don't want your whole wall to be Juice Plus, Juice Plus, Juice Plus.
None of it really. I mean, but at any
Right.
person, like you were like the example you're giving, Ho Shaver and her. That's the example you're giving, correct?
Oh, wait, I think you froze.
Sorry.
Say that again, Michelle.
The example you were giving was Brittany Hoshaver and her live feed.
Mm-hmm.
So we would be able to use her video, her live
Yes.
feed, and repost it.
Yes, we can do watch parties with Brittany's video.
Okay.
We absolutely, I know that we absolutely can. Now, when Jennifer is doing hers on Thursday, and you guys, one of the things I do love about this company is,
Awesome.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, no, it is good. It is good. But I love that we try to stay on the leading edge of technology. Okay. And I also love that as our culture shifts, they change their rules accordingly.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And maybe what I'm misunderstanding is us making videos, and maybe that's what they're trying to alleviate is like rogue videos going out.
yeah,
This
like
is something they're producing.
right. I'm not going to go on Facebook Live and talk about the 30 research studies. I'm going to leave that to one of the doctors.
Yeah, a professional.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Just wanted to make sure that I'm understanding.
No, that's a great clarification. That is a great
Even
clarification.
in this case, Jennifer is like really one of the creators of Healthy Living Revolution and the Freedom Revolution. So her putting this together is perfectly fine for us to watch it and to invite our people into it. And she did say she's going to keep it at like 15 minutes, 15 to 18.
She's also not going to hit people over the head with Juice Plus.
Right.
She's going to use verbiage like, concentrated produce powders and that sort of thing.
Awesome.
And Mindy is asking if we have to be friends with Jennifer in order to see the watch party. Okay, I'm not sure what group Jennifer is going to do it in, but I know I will be invited, and Luann and Sabrina, like the leaders will definitely be invited. And if you're Facebook friends with us, you'll be able to grab it from us. Or ahead of time, we'll make sure you're part of that group. Let's do that. That's even better. So I'm going to ask Peggy to jump in because I know she has a little more experience with this in terms of timing and how to set it up and build. So take it away, Peggy.
Thanks. Hey, everybody. You know, on the leadership call this morning with Jennifer and Jan and Lou and Sabrina, it was just amazing with the content that Jennifer is going to be sharing. I'm just so excited about this. And to really take it, let's kind of take it out of the mechanics of how it works, but let's talk about what it can do. I mean, she is doing a quick 25 to 30-minute presentation on our opportunity and how it works. It's like if you wanted a friend to sit and learn about Juice Plus, this is the way to do it. You know, and she's going to be including all the different things that we just so admire about it, and then also dropping into that some of the business. And the thing is that as we learned today, and I know I've gotten customers this way because they follow what I post, and you know, people are paying attention to what I write. So when you participate in this watch party, you have the opportunity for all of your friends to see what's being said. Okay, and this is just absolutely amazing way to reach out to those people who may be watching. They may never comment. They may never reply back on a post. So think about those people who you've maybe have interacted with and the conversation's gone quiet for some reason or other. But this is your opportunity to really get people engaged in letting them know what's going on. So they found this already in other network marketing companies to be very helpful. So in prepping for this, so this is on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And so with my Facebook experience, one of the things that you can do to create some engagement, especially if you haven't been very active on your Facebook page without daily posts and stuff, is post in there like a survey. And now this seems really random, but when you post a survey of a question of, you know, it can be something that you really want to know more about, you know, even something like, do you put your, you know, both socks on before you put your shoes on? You know, you start with your left or your right. What's your favorite color? What's, you know, your favorite even fast food place? I mean, something, what it does is it creates engagement. Okay, so you want a question that's going to intrigue people and they're just going to answer the question. Now, what's happened now, all those people who are participating in your survey, so that's why you want a really good question. You're asking that question, and now those people are going to be, you're going to be coming across on their Facebook feed. Okay, so what you've done is increased your visibility to these people. So 48 hours prior to an event, so this is Thursday that our watch party is. So on Tuesday, tomorrow, you know, tomorrow night, you want to post this question. Now make sure you respond back. Oh, that's cool. You like that? Or, you know, just whatever. Just, it's like, consider it like an icebreaker to get people to really engage, because now you've got some more awareness and visibility to other people. Okay, so that's number one. And then the other thing is that you can even put it out there that you're going to be participating in this watch party. Okay, and then just saying, hey, you know, this is going to be really exciting. We're going to be talking about health and wellness, and you know, really showing people what you do. And so you can even do that as a teaser, much like Jan did today, how she did it in the Infinite Team page, and just said, hey, I'm going live at 2 o'clock. I'll be going live here soon. You know, so that same sort of thing is that you can create that participation and let people know, because watch parties are something new, and the ones that I've seen are really coming from other network marketing companies. You know, and so they're seeing how it's working, and you have all your Facebook friends who can see this, which is amazing. So then along with that, you're gonna, it's not like you can just start the watch party and then walk away. You'll want to be engaged and participating, and because this shows up on your wall and stays there, and you have a list of the people who responded, either, you know, either they commented or liked or whatever, now you can go back and create conversation with them. So that takes it into the follow-up piece, and you don't know who you could be reaching out to. So I'm head over heels on this. You know, I've got a lot of Facebook friends, and I've been engaging with them through doing Team Z. And so I should be showing up on a lot of people's feeds now, and they have the opportunity to see what it is that I'm doing without me pitching it. It's my friend who, you know, I respect and admire. So it's that third party validation. And it's really simple. I mean, all you do is you see that Jennifer's doing it. You click on, you know, join the watch party. And the other piece, Jen, is just talking about if you have some very special people that you would like to see this event, tell them it's coming up. Okay, and then while it's going, you can tag them and invite them to join in. But make a list of 10, 15, 20 people who you think would really benefit by watching this, and in advance invite them. So, you know, I think just really getting the engagement and talking about it, because watch parties are new. I mean, people have kind of gotten used to Facebook Live. They don't know quite what it is. So the watch parties are something that's a great opportunity. You're muted, Jan. You're welcome.
Okay. It's just like an event. It's just like an event. So, but the thing is, you know, like today, I went and said, okay, I'm going live at 2. Then I had to be the one to go live, right? This was, okay, Jennifer's going to be doing this. Or like for Sabrina, for you and for Donna, you're going to be busy Thursday night. Pick another time that you may want to post that, or pick a different video that you want to post at a time, like the Brittany Hochover video, if that's how she says her name. Anyway, I love the idea of the survey questions, and what that brought to mind. I know I have a couple of Facebook friends that are really good at that. Just asking, you know, like, favorite book, 1, 2, 3, go. All right. And then people will all, like, everybody wants to share their opinion with you, or, you know, I'm looking for a great, my niece and nephew are coming to visit and I need a family friendly movie. What's your favorite family friendly movie? Or something along those lines that is easy for people to just give their opinion. And again, you're absolutely right, Peggy, because that drives your viewership up, because if you're engaging with them, then your stuff is going to show up on their wall. So
yeah, and I like those questions because, you know, people really do. I mean, so find something that, you know, is really going to get some engagement. Think about if you were going to a party and, you know, questions. You know, I mean, we could even, well, you know, to Denver here, it's like, well, do you think, you know, when's our first snow? Is it going to be on the Thursday, or is it going to be on Friday or something? You know, those type of things, but come up with a really, you know, a really interactive question.
yeah, yes, awesome, awesome. Okay, and this is all new, so if you've heard of this before, if you've participated, you know, you're ahead of the curve. For the rest of us, we're all learning together. So don't be intimidated by it. I think that once we do something, with Facebook, you do it once, it gets easier, and then they change it. So
So do it now, because
do it now, right? You never know. Any questions, comments, or thoughts on the watch parties?
I just wonder, for the watch party, so is there like a button? I have to go look at Facebook. So there's now a button that says watch party?
Yes.
I have no idea about this, so okay.
As a matter of fact,
yeah,
I need like watch party 101. I need a watch party for dummies book. That's what I need.
No, it's super simple. And if I'm not mistaken, and I would not recommend that you do this, but I did like a 5-minute video on the Infinite Juice Plus Team Facebook page today. I think as you're watching that, you could don't do it. It's not that good, but you could create a watch party with that video. Okay. So the things that I don't know is like, like in a situation like that, if you created a watch party to your wall, would your friends see that? Or because it's a closed group, they wouldn't? Like all the technical pieces. But Jennifer is going to make everything super public with hers. And anything that's on JPTV is public. So you could create you could create a watch party with any of those.
Yeah.
So not
Jan,
to, oh, go ahead.
Oh, wait,
I
go
was gonna
ahead.
say,
Vic.
Sabrina, can I screen share, Jan? Because I'll just show
Yeah.
you how to, okay.
Oh, great. Thanks, Peggy.
Yeah. So this is just my Facebook page here, and you see these 3 small dots over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, click on that, and then it's as if you're doing a post, but your watch party's right here.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
so right here, it's
God
with
bless
like
you.
as if you're gonna go live or ask for recommendations, tag somebody. It's been there, but we just haven't, since we
I just
haven't
didn't
used
know
it.
about it.
Yeah, there you
God.
go. So it's just right there.
Peggy,
Thank-
while you're there, do me a favor, because
Yeah.
I've seen it in a different. I've seen it a different way. Close it out. Go to the Infinite Juice Plus Team page, and pull up the live video that I did earlier today, please.
You got it. Okay, so here, right here, because it's a video that's already in there, so that's
Could stop
one
it
that,
now.
right here, just right here. So if we started a watch party, I think I'm in.
Oh no! Do not.
Oh no! Look, right
So
here.
that's what you do. You go to a video and you just click start watch party and you create a party just by doing that? Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Jan,
Oh
if you
my
look here, this is just in the infinite group right here, because you can share in a group. Okay, so right here it's highlighted with that. So I'm in. I can share it on my
Oh,
timeline or
you
in the
can
same
share
group.
it on your
In a
timeline.
group. Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
This
So
is so good.
This is
okay.
Press cancel, quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then these are all the other groups that I'm in that I could make Jan a star.
No, let's not.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wait,
the trail running. Also
really?
the ultra runners page. That would not be me.
So you just go to any group and put a watch party on that group?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So that brings up a whole nother thought, because like if you have a following from either a community, like I know Kelly has an adventure group, and she's got a couple, like Moms That Adventure or something. She's got a couple thousand people in that Facebook group. Like she could take a JPTV, maybe Dr. Sears is talking about children and nutrition, and she could pop that into her kids Moms That Adventure page. Okay, so, or like Donna, if you have a Hop Fit one that has a lot of people already in it, that's already a page that's existing, you could pull up, obviously something fitness appropriate, and you could create a watch party into that group.
Mm.
Yeah, no. So the other thing that is happening, and Peggy touched on this, thank you for those details, Peggy.
You're welcome.
The other thing that happens is it's a way to create huge engagement, and people are growing their businesses with it. So Jennifer had the formula from Eric Worre and from people that have been adding, a lot of team members using these watch parties. So she has the formula, and that's why she's going to be doing this one for us on Thursday. So I'm really taking it very seriously. All right. It's not something that I'm just like, oh, it's just another Facebook thing. One of the things that I feel like there's always a good and a bad on it. In our company, we don't really talk that much about the business opportunity or the fact that this, the money that can be made. And honestly, the way to really create a solid income in our business is by going as wide as you can and adding a large distributor base. So if this is an easy way for us to grow our distributor bases, or it starts with our customer base and goes to our distributor base, like let's go for it. Let's see where it leads.
And wasn't Jennifer going to make a short video? I wasn't sure, like on the Peak team, or she did mention that she was going to like kind of tell us how to do this.
I think she's going to do it first.
Okay. Well, keep checking the peak
Keep checking the
Facebook
peak team. Yeah.
page,
Yes.
because she might.
Mhm.
And if she does do something, we'll let you know in the Infinite Juice Plus page.
Yes. So, okay. So anyway, you guys, we've gone a little bit over. I really like to keep this more to 30 minutes. Any comments or questions or thoughts before we wrap up?
That was just so helpful, Peggy. Thank you for sharing.
It was.
Oh,
For
I'll give you one more here. And I just thought this was funny because I did create a watch party event inside of that Meal Prep and Beyond group. But there is images out there. So I Googled Facebook watch party banner. And they have them. Let me show you here. I was trying to pull that up, but let me.
Okay. While you're pulling that up, I have one more like thing that I wanted to cover with everybody before we back to events, whether we're using Facebook live events. When you're at conference, the energy that we get from conference is just unbelievable. And it's not just rah, like, you just have to be there, which I know a lot of you will be there, and some of you for their first time. But before you go into conference, make sure that you have events on your calendar that you can invite to really within that week after conference. Whether you're doing a Zoom party, I know I'm having a wine and wellness at my house that Thursday night. Maybe it is some type of a community event. Whatever, make sure you have your calendar booked out. Okay, go, Peggy.
Okay. Oh, let me do share. Okay. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. Oh, I just had it. Hold on. There we go. So this is the event inside my, look at that, but it's like a theater.
It's so cute.
And
It's so cute.
So that is within that group, but I'm thinking I'm also going to just take that same graphic and put it on my timeline and say, hey, this is going to happen. Because this group, it's building and I have like 60 people in the group. But to put this, so, I mean, they're popular already, so there's graphics out there for it. So you could put that out there and say, hey, we're going to do this health. And I just called on hosting a watch party about healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, and healthy finances. I'm so excited to try out this new feature in Facebook.
Okay, so, which is really, I love that transparency, but how is that different than just a Facebook event?
The only thing is that this is within this other group. So
okay,
events within the group, and so this group has more local people, but I want them to know about this as well. So I'll just put it out there on. Yeah, it's kind of like Taking Healthy Back, but I'm combining events in it. Taking Healthy Back has all the customer care and stuff, but I find this gets people in the group, and that we may forget to reinvite. So they're really being exposed to all of these events that we're doing.
Okay, so it's more targeted.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but
cool.
It's exciting to have these graphics.
Yes, that is really cute. That is really cute. So, okay, I am going to stop recording here.